Hey, Abigail, so nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too.
I wanted to ask you first, what was vampire camp like for you? Because you're doing so many things. You're doing ballet, you're also having to do a lot of physicality. What was it like for you?
It was it was amazing. It was so much fun. I mean, throughout the film you can see how much fun it is, and that's exactly what it was like on set. Like you said, Abigail has so much going on. She's doing stunts, she's doing ballet, and she has two different sides as well, and she's covered in blood most of majority of the movie. She's got teeth in, so it was definitely a ride and an experience, but every day was so crazy but so fun.
Well, and take me back to when you were first trying on Abigail's costume, makeup, the vampire teeth. What was it like when you first looked in the mirror and saw yourself?
Well, when I first looked in the mirror, we tried on the teeth and we had the makeup on and the eye contacts on and the tutu. So when I first looked in the mirror, I think I was pretty shocked. I think the steps, all these steps and the contacts make me transform into a person I don't look like. And that was so exciting to get to see that process and get to be a part of that process. But it was so much fun, and it was definitely a shock when I first looked in the mirror.
Yeah, it was really cool though. I love the contacts and the teeth were really scary.
Yeah, they were definitely strange, and I had to go for a fitting to get them molded onto my teeth. And then when I first tried them on, they felt really strange as they were like all around my teeth and they were spiky, and I had to get used to speaking in them for some of the dialogue scenes. So it was definitely strange putting them on at the start, and taking them off my teeth felt super weird when would take them off after the scenes.
Mm.
But yeah, they definitely made, completed Abigail.
What were some of the bigger challenges that you had when you were in the role as Abigail? Was it mostly prosthetic work or was it more in the character?
I think some of the challenges for me was probably the two sides of Abigail and that you see during the film. You see her innocent and sweet side, and then you see her, her true manipulative self. And I think the challenge for me there was, getting the contrast between the two, but also not forgetting who she really was, and that it wasn't just two completely different people, and that it still was Abigail deep down, so that when you watch the film and say you watch it again from the start, it makes sense, some of her facial expressions or her emotions. It makes sense who she really is. Of course, you wouldn't notice it when you're first watching it because it's a shock when you find out who she truly is. But I'd say that was the most challenging part to her character.
And what makes Abigail so terrifying amongst the litany of vampires that we see in Hollywood today?
I think what makes Abigail so terrifying is, of course, that she's a child, but she's been living centuries. So at the start of the film, you see this child, but then when she turns into a vampire, then you realize that she's not actually a child and she's been living centuries. But I think for me, what I find so creepy about Abigail's character is that even when she is a vampire, she's a ballerina vampire, and no matter what she's doing, she's leaping in the air, she's pirouetting, she's no matter what she's doing, if she's chasing, she looks like she could do it in her sleep. And, it looks like she's been doing this forever, which she has been doing, and she's got so much experience. And I think that if I was one of the kidnappers, that's what part would be most freaky and scary to me.
Absolutely. Well, Alicia, thank you so much. You were fantastic in this role.
Thank you so much.